Hon? I can't see anything in here. I don't know if I started live streaming yet or not. Oh, found it, got it. Okay. Hello, world. I can see you now. I'm Chris Pirillo, wearing a creeper mask because it is still Creeper Week on LockerGnome.com. It's my tongue. I'm sticking it out of my eye socket. You guys been to LockerGnome.com lately? Cool stuff there. Great stuff that you can share with the world. Now, I'm not going to do this entire video with the creeper mask on my head, but I could do the video with the LockerGnome hat on my head. Had this for a long time. I like hats, but I don't like popped collars as much. Thank you for joining me, potentially live. Thank you to the 724 patrons who've decided to support us on an ongoing basis. Every month, they help make this possible for me to do every weekday, plus get all sorts of bonuses. So if you happen to be a patron, you are awesome. I just offered a 25% discount on all Vlogger Fair passes so long as you are an active patron. How do you become a patron? It's real easy. Head over to chrispirillo.com. Do it right now. I'll wait. Did you do it? Cool. Well, you can also click the link in this video's description. I will be showing a list of patrons who deserve credit because they're at a certain tier. You can get your name or website displayed in every TLDR if you want. You know, I'm just going to assume that you appreciate the video. Right? It's a good thing. I posted a video to the other YouTube channel, the classic YouTube channel, the YouTube channel that's now supporting our vlogs. I posted a video on how to get notifications on YouTube as well as Facebook. This is kind of important. If you miss our videos, you don't have to. You know, don't count on YouTube to tell you when a new video is uploaded. If you look on this page, if you are already subscribed, you should see a little subscribe box grayed out, but a little gear icon next to it. Look for the gear icon on the YouTube page or one of our YouTube pages, either in this Geek Lifestyles channel or the other channel. Look for the gear icon. Click the gear icon. Make sure you have a check mark in the Getting Updates option. There you go. It's that easy. It's free. Do it, please. That's great. So that way you're notified when we post something new to either one of the channels. You got to do it for both because it's not a universal setting. It's a per channel setting. Do it. I also showed you a way to get notifications on Facebook for your favorite pages like ours, possibly if you like geeky stuff. So speaking of liking geeky stuff, this is TLDR, right? Your daily dose of geek news, product views, and answers that you can use, like an answer to the question, what does baking soda taste like? Okay, I want to know what baking soda tastes like. It says, y'all get your fixins. So I'm going to get my fixins here with a lightsaber bottle opener, not a real lightsaber. I would love a real lightsaber one day. I have toy lightsabers, but no, don't ever buy me one. It's a dangerous idea, bad idea. Did you hear it? It went, psh, just open it. Here we go. A live tasting of bacon soda. This was a really bad idea.
I can smell it.
Pungent is the word I would use to describe the scent of this soda. This so-called soda. The stuff I do for you. You out there. They also have sweet corn soda.
Oh.
I will never be tasting that. Ever. No, actually, I would taste it. I'll make certain benchmarks that I know nobody could ever achieve, and that's when I'll taste sweet corn soda. All right, without further ado, because I know everybody wants to know what this tastes like. Ooh. Hopefully it tastes better than it smells. Oh. It tastes better than it smells. Tastes like bacon-flavored stuff. It's bacon soda, for real. Baby, do you want to try it? You sure?
Yeah.
Doesn't taste like bacon, it tastes like bacon flavor.
I think the color red throws me off.
Oh, yeah, because she's pregnant and she thinks that red is blood. Which, let's face it, everything red is blood. According to Diana's logic, my curtain's made out of blood. My tongue, blood. Minutes, and I mean mere minutes, before going live on YouTube today, I was showing Diana her new Twitter page. Twitter page. I went over to her profile and showed her the profile. She says, "What are you doing on my Facebook?" And she sounded exactly like that too. "What are you doing on my Facebook?" I said, "It's not your Facebook, it's your Twitter." Twitter has rolled, I'm not kidding, this really happened. Tell them it happened, hon.
It really happened.
Because they don't know whether or not I'm being serious or facetious. Twitter's rolled out a new profile design, and I actually like the update for a profile. But as Diana pointed out, it makes Twitter profiles look a lot more like Facebook profiles. Kind of-ish. So if you want your Facebook on Twitter, or to look like your Twitter to look like Facebook, that's what you got to do. I put the link for you in this video's description, as well as an example of what my profile is if you want to look at it on the web. This does not apply to mobile devices, just the web, like a web-based desktop web browser thing. The link that you can use is the way to activate your new profile. It's rolling out for everybody today if you're on Twitter. I only assume, and that makes an ass out of me, maybe not you, I assume that you're following me or us or the things that we do on Twitter. It'd be great if you did. It's pretty awesome. Even though we know you're not going to catch everything that we tweet out on a daily basis, so at least you can say you're following us. That should be like an achievement. Just like surviving one of these videos on YouTube live. God, I hate editing video. Now, speaking of live today, after this particular broadcast, I'm going to be recording the What Would You Do video live for patrons, and this is for a patron only. Zeofox, who's been doing great mashups on his YouTube channel. Love it. He asked a question, what would you do if you weren't into Star Wars at all, and how much of your life would be affected because of it? So what would you do if you weren't into Star Wars? So I'm going to answer that question. It's going to be for patrons. I'm going to live stream that immediately after this live stream, because I got to rush off to a massage. And that is, at a normal time when I would be streaming that onto YouTube. So I don't want to cross the streams, so to speak, but that's exactly what's going to happen. I need the massage. I try to do it once a month because I have a very sedentary lifestyle, which we went into yesterday, I think. I'm pretty sure I said that. Like I turned into a fossil here. And then some moron on YouTube says, "God, you used to be better than this." Like, really? Have you not watched? If you really thought I used to be better? I think I'm getting better with time. I'm like a wine. Or a cheese, which I smelled like today before I took a shower. But I like cheese. Real cheese. The Chernin Group and AT&T create a new venture. They're aiming to create a Netflix killer. Online video business. Well, they're not calling it a Netflix killer. But AT&T is working with another group to basically create their own Netflix. Or their own Hulu. Is this good or bad? I don't know. Can I subscribe to it? I don't yet know. What is it like? Nobody really knows. But it's another option. It's another idea. We'll see how well it works. We'll see how affordable it is. Will it offer anything different? We don't know. I'm guessing that it's going to benefit AT&T subscribers. If you are an AT&T subscriber at this point, maybe you don't have to be an AT&T subscriber to get access to the service. I don't even know if the service has a name. And hopefully they don't go with something stupid like AT&T Online Video Streaming Service Awesome Prefecture. But they probably will. I'm guessing. I don't know. I really don't know. But either way, that's on the horizon. A new kind of Netflix service. Not Netflix. Don't confuse it with Netflix. Please do not be confused. Which I realize it's like subterfuge. What's Chris doing? Where is he? What's going on? I don't know. Ha ha! Just like, we used to do that. Like, you're on a speeder bike. Bam, you hit a tree. Remember that?
No.
Oh. Okay, maybe that was just my friends wanting to hit my face. If you wanted to install early versions of OS X, not to be confused with OS X, which is a product, by the way, that doesn't exist. The next time one of your friends says, "I don't like OS X," just smack, you have my permission to do this. You hit a tree. Because you can do that to their face because it's called OS X. That's a Roman numeral, X. Not to be confused with X the Owl, which I'm kind of looking a lot like today. I'm guessing that, watch, someone's going to freeze frame this and Photoshop X the Owl's face over mine right now. And they're going to post it, and I'm going to share it. If you don't remember X the Owl, wow, I am old. So, if you want, getting back to this news story, to install new beta versions of OS X on your Mac, I was trying to be very emphatic there. I'm not angry Chris, I'm emphatic Chris right now. You can. You don't need to sign up for a developer license, which would normally cost you $99, which I've done just to get access to the final versions of OS X before they were released to the wild. It's a small price to pay for a business, really, $99. And plus I want a sneak peek to be able to give everybody my feelings and thoughts on the new versions of OS X. You can now install OS X betas for free. Sign up with the link in this video's description. It goes over to Apple's website, appleseed.apple.com. That's hilarious. But there's some subdirectories off that. I don't know if that'll redirect at this point, but that's the website to go to, Appleseed. Don't you love that? They're seeding out new versions, or new betas of OS X. It'll be interesting to see what comes of this. They're saying that they want more user feedback, which I don't think is a bad thing at all. I mean, I think the more testing you have, the better. I think the thing that you have to make consumers very well aware of, including geeks and nerds out there, is don't think that beta is final. And some people complain, the product's unstable, it sucks, it's horrible, it's beta. You're in a forest, you're on a speeder bike, you hit a tree. That's what you deserve, really. You deserve to hit a tree if you complain about beta software, especially if you install it on your own volition. Of course it's buggy. Send them feedback. So, yes, do this if you would like to have the latest betas of OS X on your Macs. Mac. That's a type of computer that Apple sells. I think that they may be doing this to ramp up for the next version of OS X, also known as 10.10, or what would likely be 10.10, post Mavericks. Are they going with Syrah? Which I don't mind that at all. Syrah is one of my favorite wines. In fact, every day that, if that's the name for the next version of OS X or an upcoming version of OS X, I will have to drink Syrah every day, rather than baking soda, which I'm not going to touch. I reached out for it, and no, because I'm glad I tried it. Don't do it. If you want baking soda, I could put a link for you in the video's description. Can't even talk. This water's straight up hardcore. Betas OS X, Twitter profiles. Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm going down my list of notes to make sure I cover everything that needs to be covered today. A new version of iOS is available right now, 7.11. What's the 7.11? No, let's see, 7.11. There's no Slurpees here in the updates. I was a little disappointed. So was Diana. You haven't even updated yet, have you? Do it for iOS. They addressed a few things like Touch ID fixes. Obviously, more than likely applied some security patches to iOS. Really easy to do. I did it on my iPad, did it on my iPhone, and I recommend you do it as well. Always have the latest version, and you should be safer than most, including the people. We're getting back to it. You're in a forest. You're on a speeder bike. You hit a tree. This is a big hit a tree moment here. Not just this video. Active malware campaigns are now stealing Apple passwords from jailbroken phones, or iPhones specifically. So if you decided to jailbreak your phone because you thought you were the cool kid on the block, do not be surprised if something nasty happens. Because apparently something nasty is happening. Now see, what I don't want to see is... What I won't want to see on the web is some jackass, quote-unquote, journalist, blogger saying, oh, iPhones are now victim of malware. I'm like, no, jailbroken iPhones, which no person that I know of in my personal circle has done. We want our phones to work, officially, right? So if you jailbreak, you're taking your life in your own hands. That's you. It's up to you. I don't recommend it. That's just me. If you want to do it, knock yourselves out. But be aware, bad stuff can happen. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. Unless you're a bad person. And hopefully you're not a bad person. Because if you're a bad person and you're watching this video, you really? This is what bad people do with their time? So, be aware. Malware is spreading on jailbroken devices. If any moron out there says, oh, it's okay to jailbreak, you're in a forest. You're on a speeder bike. You hit a tree. That's what you got to do then. Now, we got a lot of Apple news today. What is up with this? I need to counteract it. Counterbalance with some Google news. I don't have any new Google news. So apparently, Apple has had this exchange program in stores where you could take your phones in, your iPhones, and get an exchange and credit towards a new iPhone. Well, beginning today, to celebrate Earth Day, they have their reuse and recycling program now extended to the iPad, available for U.S. and Canadian customers. So you can take in your iPad, you can exchange it, they'll recycle it, they'll reuse it, and you can get a discount not just on another iPad, a new iPad if you want, but also potentially a phone. So they're crossing the devices stream with their reuse and recycling program. It's kind of neat though. Apparently, just to celebrate Earth Day, that leaf on the Apple logo that's usually white or black, they turned it green on some stores. Yeah, kind of neat. I'm, as I shared yesterday at some point somewhere, I am not going to celebrate Earth Day because I suffer from allergies to a great degree, and this year has been pretty bad, so I think the Earth can stick it. Trees out there can stick it. Stick. It's a play on words. It's pun. It's punny. Not to be confused with puny. If you do not know how to spell those two words, well, I'd imagine you do. If not, go ahead and look up the differences between the two. I got this! Here's a little... This is the closest thing I have to Google News. It's Goofy News. It begins with G. Close enough. This is Goofy as he would be if he were Darth Vader. So it's Darth Goofy from Greg Hansen. He sent this along. And I don't know when they were selling these at Disney parks, but thank you, Greg. I appreciate anything Vader for my collection. I don't feel so goofy right now. Okay, pop quiz. Who's more goofy? Gosh. No, that didn't help, did it? Hurt my cause. Goofy, I wouldn't say he was my favorite character from the Disney universe, but Super Goof was my favorite character. And he was Goofy, but the Super Goof. He was a superhero Goofy. I guess maybe, was he my hero? I don't know. Darth Vader was not when I was a kid. He was not my hero. Goofy was more of a hero than Darth Vader. So it's nice to have them all in one. Thank you, Greg. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. There's a study out. Apparently people are studying. And as I roll through my thoughts on this particular study, let me go ahead and present to you the list of patrons and websites that are supporting this ongoing community effort. If you want to have your name up here, it's easy to do. Be a patron. Really, I honestly, I'm very, very happy to see that we are growing by the day. By the day. And it's a monthly revolution. I mean, this is not going to go away anytime soon. I am going to do more and more in my power to give the patrons more and more. And you're making it possible as a patron. That's not to say I'm going to ignore everybody else. It's just that, in terms of priority, I got to go with stability. I think that's really what I want in life right now. I need that stability. So thank you, patrons, for providing a stability for me and my very tiny team, which is growing thanks to you. The study. Back to the study. Unlike the things that I did in school, I didn't study that well. Households spent 10% less at Amazon in states where online sales tax has been introduced. Wow, that sucks. Sucks for Amazon, which means that Amazon's competitive edge was largely because you didn't have to pay a sales tax. Well, that is a bonus that's going away. Oops. To me, though, it doesn't really hurt that much. I live in the state of Washington, so I don't have a state income tax, but I get taxed in other ways. So having a sales tax, it doesn't bother me. When I go to Amazon or shop online, I get a sales tax. There's a sales tax there. Oh well, sales tax. Okay, you got to pay for it. See, the thing is online, I can get things more easily than I could get by going into a store, driving around town, or trying to find the right thing. Sometimes you get lucky, right? If I see something on the shelf that I want, I get it. Sometimes, though, you can't do that with everything that's out there. And Amazon is this amazing repository full of wonderful goodness. We love Amazon. Buy a lot of things on and through Amazon. We get gift cards for Amazon. You guys... Okay, I know so many of you guys already know about this, but if you want to earn Amazon gift cards... Okay, I'm not even going to tell you in this video. If you want free Amazon gift cards, I will send you an email response if you email me. Chris@Pirillo.com. I don't know how to spell your last name, Chris. Well, it's in this video's description. As well as the links to where you can earn Amazon gift cards for free. So we love Amazon. So it doesn't surprise me that some people would not want to spend money on Amazon if they're getting a sales tax compared to buying the same product locally. But if you can't find that product locally, that's where Amazon comes in. So I still think Amazon has a tremendous value in the marketplace beyond, getting hit with a sales tax. But yeah, it bugs me. You got to spend, money on sales tax. I'm like, well, here's the thing. I do believe, now I bought this baking soda locally. But if I could not find it locally, I think they sell it on Amazon. That's what I was going to say. I'd send you the link to where you can get it, and we'd get the credit, the affiliate credit, which we really love and appreciate when you guys do that. When you go, if you're going to get something on Amazon anyway, go through one of our links. We get the credit. You're happy. We're happy. Everybody's happy. Unless, of course, you buy baking soda, because I don't think you're going to be happy with this. So if I couldn't find it locally and I wanted to try it, where would I go? I'd go online. And I love that. I love that about Amazon, because 9 times out of 10, it's there. And if it's not there, maybe it's at a boutique online shop. But I'm used to paying sales tax, and anybody who complains about taxes, well, you can complain all you want. What are you going to do? Change the system. Vote for someone who doesn't want taxes. I can't change the world on my own, folks. Some people get mad at me for like completely irrational things, like laws that I have nothing to do with, right? Well, I can't help it. Don't hold me responsible. Do not shoot the messenger. I'm saying I'm the messenger. You're in a forest. You're on a speeder bike. You hit a tree. You can do that. Don't do that to me if we ever meet, by the way, because I will not like that. You can do that to your friends, though. We're not friends at this. We're online acquaintances. We kind of maybe know each other somewhat personally on a semi-personal basis. And we're on a first-name basis with me. I can call you by your first name. Now, actually, from now on, when you start to see a video streaming with me in it online, you have to stand up, even if you're sitting down, and you have to stand up and say, "Good morning, Mr. Pirillo." Unless it's afternoon, in which case you have to say, "Good afternoon, Mr. Pirillo." Or evening, in which case I'm not going to belabor the point. I think you guys understand what it was that I was saying. Let's see here. Oh, apparently people hate taxes. I'm looking at the comments in the live stream. They don't like taxes. But they do like me. Thank you. It's good not to be lumped in with the whole tax problem situation. Let me go ahead and kick in the screensaver here so you can see some beautiful ticks clocks, which I still get asked for. I said kick in the screensaver. Thank you. I covered everything I needed to cover. Oh, no, I didn't. Over on chris.pirillo.com. Not to be confused with chrispirillo.com. If you guys haven't been to chris.pirillo.com lately, you might want to, because number one, I'm in my underwear on a picture on the front page right now. Remember that? That was like one of the first vlogs when you were gone. And I was doing the whole Tom Cruise. Anyway, okay, enough of my picture. People are asking me questions. AMA, a constant AMA on chris.pirillo.com. So if you have questions for me, you can submit them. Chris@pirillo.com is my email address. Of course, we're doing an AMA every Friday live on YouTube, but this is kind of like blog posty. So follow, go over there if you haven't lately. I wanted to let you know. I also have to let you know, apparently Apple's updated its iCloud suite, Numbers, Pages, and Keynote. There's an update on iOS. I needed to go over to the emails that I have in my inbox, because I have an email from a patron. You're going to love this. I don't think you've seen this, hon. Earl Green. Earl Green is right. This is Earl Green. Everybody, Earl Green. Earl Green, everybody. Good afternoon, Earl Green. He's black. Or he's wearing black, sorry. He's white. I'm moving on now with this. He has a Darth Vader hoodie. Thank you, Earl. Look at that. He looks so good. He looks like he belongs in that Darth Vader hoodie. He bought it from the LockerGnome shop, shop.lockergnome.com. Patrons, by the way, get a 10% discount per minute.
Oh, cool.
I love handing out discounts. I give an option to get free stuff for everybody, but, discounts, when you have to pay, sometimes you have to pay. So thank you, Earl, for supporting the LockerGnome shop, and hopefully you will continue to support our endeavors as they grow and flourish, and you will do so in a very dark kind of way. See, there we go. Here. That's the second photo there. He's got his... Because you can do that with the Darth Vader hoodie. You can zip it up. I'm wearing a flannel. Not very Darthy at all. Last night... Probably should tell you this. Last night, Diana and I think, have decided on the child's name, baby Pirillo. We've tossed around a couple of options. I'm going for a certain clustering of names. I do not want to, say either way. However, I do believe that these names are unisex in the sense that they could go for either a male or a female. And they are sci-fi related or science-y-ish related. Nothing to do with technology. Some people are like, I'm like, why would I name my kid something that's out of date within a year? So it's nothing with technology because I wanted to name the child something that I loved. And I like technology, but my whole life doesn't, revolve around it. I don't know if I'd say I love technology. In fact, I'm probably more frustrated with technology than in like with it. I deal with it. And it's fun, but I don't want to name my kid after technology anything. Nothing biblical, nothing tech-related at all. So there's your, you can guess as much as you want to guess. Diana and I have decided that we will share the sex of the sex of the child. We kept saying gender, but apparently gender is the social layering of, your sex identity. I didn't know that. I thought gender was the woohoo, or the body parts that make you different, but it's not. It's more the mental and social things with the sex of the child. Diana has suggested that when we hit 1,000 patrons, then we will share the sex of the child with everybody.
Them out.
Oh, Diana's helping you out.
You said no.
I said no. Diana's trying to help you out, throwing you a lifeline there, a little buoy. That's not to say we're having a buoy at all. But yes, just so you know, we'll share it's a sex. Either with everybody or the patrons, depending on what the patrons decide. I told you, man, it's like we're doing our best to have, some fun with this pregnancy, because otherwise it's just a whole bunch of her just complaining all the time. I'm not saying no, not all the time. Okay, half the time. I'm going to get in trouble. Hon, if anybody's going to put me in trouble, it's you.
I know, but I'm going to have a whole army.
Oh, Diana says she's got an army now. Okay. Okay, Diana's army, do your worst. I am shaking right now. Look. I have to thank Fly Guy and Dorkside Toys. FlyGuy.net. If you guys are not subscribed to Fly Guy on YouTube, he's one of my favorite YouTubers. I know you guys are surprised. You're like, who is this guy? Who's the Fly Guy? How do I not know about the Fly Guy? FlyGuy.net. Look him up. I've tweeted him, definitely, a few times over. One of my favorite YouTubers because he's very, very passionate about what he does. And he actually creates videos that I want to watch all the way through. So I connected with him recently, and he worked with Dorkside Toys to put this in my hands. This is the much desired 6-inch Boba Fett figure. This thing is very, very valuable, and I've been debating whether or not I should remove it from its box or not. Again, kind of looking to you. Should I take it out of the box? I asked on social yesterday. I posted it to Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and other places where you probably ignored it or didn't see it. Should I take the Boba Fett out of the box? These things, I think, what is it, 17 POA? I'm not sure. POA, by the way, short for points of articulation. I see this particular Boba Fett posed all the time on Instagram. And I know, just to tell you, I get a lot of people requesting for me to follow them. And I have to say this, I swear to God, every day. I can't follow everybody and back. I just can't. Because you're sharing things that I just don't find interesting. I'm not saying that takes away from your value in the social community and everything. Your friends may like it. People that like the things that you're sharing may like it. But generally speaking, unless you are creating toy photography or are an artist and creating rather amazing, unique, new experiences in social, probably not going to follow you. My Instagram is pretty much 99.9% artist and or toy photography. That's just what it is.
And then there's me.
And then there's Diana. Oh, I forgot Star Wars stuff too. Diana's about the only non-Star Wars-y toy fun person that I follow that way. That's just the kind of person I am. I hate when people ask me to follow them. I really do. It puts me in a very uncomfortable position because I can't. I can't. I mean, because you like some of the stuff that I like, right? You may not like all the stuff that I like, but imagine if the stuff that you're doing is something that I don't like at all or just don't care about. Again, I don't want to take away because I really appreciate your support, but it just can't work both ways. We are complex creatures, we human beings. We can't like everything that each other... I don't even like everything Diana does. But I pretend to. I just made it worse, didn't I? Come back.
You're getting chicken salad.
Come back. Come back. Oh, the chicken salad joke.
Every day.
Every day. If you guys don't understand why that's funny, you need to keep up with the vlogs. No, I'm not wagging my finger at you. You're in a forest. You hit a tree. So, it's my new thing for today. I don't know. It may change tomorrow. You should be very careful when you ask someone to follow you. It's a weird, awkward kind of situation. It's okay. If you want to follow them, that's great because you're following them for a reason. But you can't expect that they're going to want to follow you back. And even offering the invitation, they'll look. Trust me, they'll look. But, 9 times out of 10, your interest may be completely different. That's just the way it kind of goes here with the whole follow for follow. Doesn't work. I thought it did at one point. It doesn't work. It does not work. Imagine if you logged into Twitter and everything you saw was nothing you were interested in. Would you want to go to Twitter? Imagine you went to YouTube and everything you saw was nothing that you were interested in. Would you want to go to YouTube? It's the same thing. So this is where our community crosses because you share some of my passions and interests, maybe not all of them, but enough to have watched this deeply into the video. And if you watch this deeply into the video, I take back getting hit by a tree. You've now been unhit by the tree on the speeder bike. Yay? Yay? Oh, Diana's glaring at me. Well, I knew, if I did not offend at least one person in the broadcast, I was doing something wrong. Thank you for remembering to like, comment, share, subscribe, watch even more of our videos right now on this channel or the other channel. That helps the most, right? Not just watching one video, but watching the other videos. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. I have got to close this video crap because I'm late for the other one. I'm going to leave you to your own devices. Hun, I got to do it right now.
I know.
Okay. What did I just say? I'm going to leave you to your own devices. I just said it again. We'll see you later.